Hello students, so this is a continuation of the previous chapter that I have started which I couldn't complete. So today I'll be doing exercise 8b. Okay, I'll just recall what I've explained in the last class. So if any polynomial was given and if this was a factor, of f of x, then remainder is supposed to be f of alpha. Remainder is supposed to be f of alpha. Why? Because the value of x is alpha over here. So this is supposed to be remainder. Now when this is a factor, this remainder will be 0. When this is a factor, the remainder will be 0. So we'll be using this one over here, alright? Now since you have already done the first exercise, so for the second one, question number 1, 2 and 3, they are of same type. That was there already in question exercise 8a. You see in question number 3, Roman number 1, they said x plus 6 is a factor of x cube plus 5x square minus 4x plus 6. Sorry, plus a. Alright, now they said this is a factor of this. So I'll consider it to be f of x. Fine. So I'm considering this to be f of x. Now what is the value of x from here? X is minus 6, right? Since it is plus 6, the value of x will be minus 6. So remainder will be what? Since this is a factor of f of x, so a bit before I said when it is a factor of f of x, remainder must be 0. Therefore, what will be remainder? F of minus alpha, that is 6. So remainder must be 0. So this is the remainder. So this will be equals to 0. Now here I'll replace x by 6. Calculation, you will do it yourself. Alright, now since this remainder is equals to 0, now these are all numbers, right? You can calculate these 3. After you do the calculation, you'll find the answer, then you can solve a from here. That will be the value of a. So when factor is given, the equation that I'll be forming is f of that value is equals to 0. Remainder is 0. So this is the remainder. Since it's a factor, the remainder will be 0. From here, I can solve the equation, alright? This solution you can do by yourself. Next you see in question number 4, it says what must be subtracted. So they are asking you what must be subtracted from So what must be subtracted from this so that 2x plus 1 is a factor? Now you see 2x plus 1 is a factor of this. What do I get the value of x from here? 2x plus 1 is equals to 0. Imply x is minus 1 by 2. This is what I get. It means that when this is a factor of this, therefore f of minus 1 by 2 must be equals to 0. But then see, in question they said they have been asking you what must be subtracted so that it becomes factor, right? So since I have to make it a factor, first I'll try to find what will be the value. Sorry, I've written it is not a factor. They are asking you what after what you subtract it becomes a factor. So I'll try to put f of minus half. So if you put f of minus half, you'll get okay, in question they are asking you, this is f of x. They are asking you what must be subtracted from this so that 2x plus 1 is a factor of this. It means that this till now it is not a factor. Otherwise also you see f of minus 1 by 2, this is supposed to be remainder, right? So whenever it is a factor, the remainder is supposed to be 0. But what I'm getting remainder? 5. So it is not equals to 0. So which number is creating problem? 5. So if I subtract 5 from the function or from the polynomial, I'll get the polynomial to whom it is a factor. So if you subtract the remainder, that is what I'm getting. Remainder is 5 I'm getting over here. But a bit before I said, if it have to be a factor, then the remainder must be 0. So here what I'm getting extra 5. So if I do minus 5, then I'll get 0. If I do minus 5 from the whole equation, then 5 minus 5 I'll get 0. So in that case, this one is forming factor. So for that, what do I have to remove? I have to remove this remainder, that is 5. So if I remove 5, then it will be a factor. 5 must be subtracted. All right. Next, question number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, they are of same type. So I'll do only one question and you can try the other by yourself. I'll do number 6. What is the function given? The polynomial is given 2x cube So this is the polynomial given. So in question they are saying you that x minus 4 is a factor. So x minus 4 is a factor means what? This will definitely divide the polynomial. This will definitely divide the polynomial. For example, if I divide 8 by 2, what will I get? So 2 is definitely a factor of 8. Now you see, when 2 is a factor of 8, what I am getting the quotient? 4. 4 is also a factor, right? 2 into 4, right? So if this is a factor, this is also a factor. So what we'll do is that we'll do division. X minus 4. So we'll divide the given polynomial by x minus 4. Then in question it's given one factor is given already. So you have to find the other factor. And the other factor I'll get from the quotient. Who will give us the other factor? The quotient will give. So what I'm trying to do is here, I'm trying to divide f of x by x minus 4 so that I can get the quotient, and from that quotient I'll find the other two factors. So now how do we do this division? If we could remember, we have done this in class 9 as well. Our target we have to match the first term. What is the first term over here? 2x cube. So what should be multiplied with x so that you get 2x cube? It must be 2x square, right? If you multiply x into 2x square, in that case I'll get the same answer. So I'll multiply x with 2x square. So the answer will be 2x cube, then minus 4 into 2x square. So it will be 4 to the 8x square So this gets cancelled. Now since we are doing minus, always remember here all the symbol will become opposite. So it's minus, so this symbol will be plus. Alright. So plus 1 plus 8 answer will be, see once I change the symbol, I'll not consider this minus anymore. After I change this symbol, I'll not consider this symbol anymore, alright. So plus 1 plus 8 will become plus 9x square. Then minus 26x. Then again now I have to match with 9x square. So x into how much? Plus 9x will be 9x square. Then minus 4 into 9x will be minus 36x. So again this minus, again opposite symbol, it will become plus. So plus 36 minus 26, answer will be 10 minus 40. So next, what number I'll multiply with this? 10 into x will be 10x, I'll be multiplying 10. So here is the division complete. So the other two factors will be given from here. Therefore, the other two factors are given by, I'll make this equals to 0. So this will be giving you the other two factor. Now here what we'll do? We'll try to do middle term factorization. So how do we do middle term factorization? First we multiply, right? 2 into 10. So 2 tens are 20. So after you do multiplication, you do factorization. So now with these factors 2, 2 and 5, we have to form 9. So how can I split? 2 to the 4 and the other number is 9. So 4 plus 5 is 9. So that's how we split 9x. So I'll be writing 2x square plus 4x plus 5x plus 10 equals to 0. Now from here you know how to do. You take 2 common from here, 5 common from here, then you calculate. See if I take 2x common from here, because see x is also I can take common. So what I'm left with here? I'm left with only x, then here it will be 2. See now from these two terms what can I take common? 5. So same here, x plus 2 is equals to 0. Then I get x plus 2 and 2x plus 5. This one will I get if I take x plus 2 common, then from here what do I get? X equals to minus 2, the other will be minus 5 by 2. Or what did they ask you in the question? They are asking you to factorize. So this is the factorization. X plus 2 into 2x plus 3. So I can write f of x, that is the whole thing, in the factorization form. How? This x minus 4 into the remaining 2, x plus 2, from there to x plus 5. So this is the factorization form of the given equation. So first of all what we'll do? We'll do the division. So after you do the division, you'll get the quotient. So the other two factors you'll get from the quotient. So then whatever the quotient I'll be getting, I'll further factorize it by using middle term factorization. So after you do middle term factorization, you get the other two factor. So hence the whole thing has been factorized in 3 factors, right? The highest power is 3. So since the highest power is 3, I'll get 3 factor. So x minus 4 is already given in a quotient, and from the quotient I solved other 2. So these are the 3 factors that you can see here. Now you see I said already 7, 8, 9, 10, they're of same type. I'll go to straight question number 11. Question number 11, you see is given x minus 2 is a factor of, so f of x is given what? 2x cube minus x square minus px minus 2. So this is the polynomial given. They said that x minus 2 is a factor. So x minus 2 is a factor. Now x minus 2 will be factor when the remainder is 0. So what is the value of x from here? 2, right? Since it is a factor, so we must have since x minus 2 is a factor of f of x, we must have f of 2 is equals to 0. Now what is f of 2? I'll put here 2 into 2 cube minus 2 square minus p into 2 minus 2 is equals to 0. So 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8, 8 to the 16. So from here, if you solve, we'll get p to be 5. So now, since I've got the value of p here, so I can find the polynomial, right? So the polynomial will be, what will be f of x? F of x, I'll replace p by 5. So this is f of x. Now in question, Roman number 1, they asked you to find p. So value of p is 5. Roman number 2, they are asking you with the value of p, factorize the above expression completely. So the same way they are asking you to factorize. So how will you do? We'll do the same way. That is, so this was the factor. So first of all, your task will be, you divide 2x cube minus x square minus 5x minus 2. So after you do the division, you'll find the quotient, right? So once you find the quotient, the same method you'll be applying, the one I have used a bit before. So after you find the quotient, you'll factorize the quotient again. Then you'll get the other two factors. This one I'm not doing because a bit before I've shown you already how to do. You find the quotient and factorize the quotient again. Then you'll get the answer. I'll go to question number 12. Question number 12, it says, find the value of a and b such that x minus 1 and x plus 2 both a factor of this. So I'll write p of x or f of x is given what? Okay, this is the polynomial given and they say that x minus 1 and x plus 2 are factor. X minus, okay, I'll write in short. This one I'm writing in short, but you're supposed to write in sentence, right? We'll be writing, since x minus 1 and x plus 2 are factors. So when they're factors, what we must have? We must have the remainder to be 0. So from here, what will be the remainder? F of 1, and here the remainder will be f of minus 2, since it is plus 2. F of 1 must be equals to 0. Also f of minus 2 also must be 0. We must have this one. Now you see, if I put f of 1 will be how much? 1 cube is 1 plus 9 plus b minus 6 is equals to 0. If I calculate, I'll get 3 plus 1, 4. Oh, this is a, na? Okay, this is not 9, this is a. So this will be a. Alright, so I have a plus b is equals to 5. 1 minus 6 will be minus 5. I'll shift it that side, so it will be plus 5. So I got one equation, a plus b equals to 5. Now from f of minus 2, what will I get? I'll get minus 2 whole cube plus a into minus 2 whole square plus b into minus 2 minus 6 is equals to 0. So from here, if I solve, I'll get minus 8 plus 4a minus 2b minus 6 equals to 0. If you simplify, you will get 4a minus 2b minus 8 minus 6 is minus 14. So it will be plus 14. Okay, one more thing. Always remember, whenever you have to solve a linear equation, always remember, I'll keep it in the reduced form. Now you see 1, 2, 3. There are 3 terms. All these numbers is divisible by 3, right? They all are divisible by 3. So by 2. They all are divisible by 2. So what will I do is I'll reduce them by dividing it by 2. So 4 divided by 2 is 2a. It will be minus b. Then 14 divided by 2 will be 7. So this will be your second equation. Now I can solve 1 and 2, right? Simultaneously how? I will do 1 plus 2. So if I do 1 plus 2, what will I get? A plus b is equals to 5. I'm using here elimination method. I'm using elimination method over here. So plus b minus b will cancel each other. So here I'll have 3a. Here I'll have 12. So a is how much I'm getting? 4. Now in either of the equation I can put the value of a. I'll put in 1. 1 imply a is how much? 4. So I'm replacing a by 4. So 4 plus b is equals to 5. So b is how much here? 1. So solved here. I don't know if the calculation is correct or if I have done any mistake over anywhere. The process is same. You just apply the method. What is the method? First, whatever is the factor given, you put that remainder. F of 1 equals to 0. F of 2 is minus 2 is equals to 0. From here, you can calculate and simplify it in 2 linear equation in the reduced form. So after it has been in the reduced form, then you can use elimination method. I have done 1 plus 2. So from here I can solve a is 4 over here. Now after you solve a, you can put in either of the equation. Now since it looks simplified form, so I'll be putting it in number 1. So when you put in number 1, I have replaced a by 4. So 4 plus b equals to 5. So from here you can solve b. So b will be 1 over here. Same way you can solve 13. 12, Roman number 1, Roman number 2 and 13, they are of same type. And also you see question number 22 also. 22 question number, it is also the same type of question. How will you do is, one factor is given, x minus 2. I'm not solving number 22, I'm just giving you the hint. Solution you can do by yourself. They said x minus 2 is a factor. So when x minus 2 is a factor, it means f of 2 must be equals to 0. So from here, calculating like that, I'll get one equation from here. Then the other equation you'll get when the expression is divided by x minus 3. It leaves remainder 52. So when the same equation you divide by x minus 3, the remainder is 52. So it means that what is the remainder from here? F of 3. Remainder will be f of 3. So this says you that the remainder is 52. So here in place of 0 we'll be using 52. So same way you replace x by 3, calculate it, reduce it. From there you'll get one equation. From there you'll get one equation. Then the same way using elimination method simultaneously you can solve it. Alright. Then you see question number 14 to question number 19. From question number 14 to question number 19, they are of same type and very important also. You get such type of question in your board exam. Sometimes they ask you to solve all the 3 factorization, all the 3 factors by yourself. They don't give you any of them. So you have to solve the whole by yourself. I'll show you one. So whatever is given, I'll consider that to be f of x. Okay. Now, in this question, they did not give you any factor. They didn't give you any of the factors. So, how will you start then? See, in those previous questions that you have solved till now, they used to give you, one factor. For example, they used to say that x plus 2 is a factor. Then we used to do division. And then from that quotient, we used to find the other two factor. But here they did not give you even one also. So, how will you do? Always remember, in such case, the first factor will be finding it by hit and trial method. By hit and trial method. Now, this hit and trial method, how will you find is that hit and trial method, see, we'll check the last number. What is the last number? That is the constant. Last does not mean that by last I means the constant term. What is the constant term over here? Minus 15. So that hit and trial method, I'll be using, those numbers will be only the factors of this. You cannot use any random number like 2, 5 yeah, I can use, but 2, 8, 7, I cannot use. What are the factors of 15? 1, 3, 5 and 15, right? These are the factors of 15. So this one, that hit and trial method I'll be using, that will be only these numbers. Now here I can include plus also, include minus also. So I'll write plus and minus both. It could be minus 15, it could be plus 15, it could be minus 3 plus 3 like that, alright. So now, these are the numbers that I'll be using for hit and trial method. That is the factors of the constant term. Now let us check. I have 1, no? So first I'll try with 1. Now you see, if I try to find f of 1, what do you get? 1 cube is 1 plus 7 into 1 square is 7 plus 7 into 1 is again 7 minus 15. 7 to the 14, 14 plus 1, 15. So you get 15 minus 15, alright? So how much I'm getting? 0. So hit and trial method means you have to try any of this number from here and the answer must be 0. You'll keep on trying until you get 0. Luckily, I got f of 1 to be 0. If it was not 0, if it was some other number, for example, if it was 2, then I have to go to the next number, that is f of minus 1, or I would have tried f of 3, or then f of minus 3, until I get the remainder 0. And why the remainder 0 is necessary? Because you remember I said when it is a factor, only in factor case the remainder becomes 0. So now since I have got 0 over here, it means since f of 1 is 0, since f of 1 is 0, it means, it implies x minus 1 is a factor of f of x. So x minus 1 is a factor of f of x. Now you know one factor, right? Now when you know the one factor, you can find the other factor using the same process, that is by division method. So if you do division, it will be x square I'm not explaining this division method, I've already explained a bit before. So when you do division this one by x minus 1, the quotient you get is this one, right? The quotient you get is this one, so the other two factor will be given you from this one. Now this one is easy, now you can solve it again. 15 you have to split so that it becomes 8, so it will be 3 plus 5, right? So if you solve it, I'm not doing the solution, I'm directly writing the answer, because this solution you can do, you take x common from the first two, then 3 common from the last two, then you'll get x plus 5, one factor, the other will get x plus 3 will get. So this will be the 2 factors. So hence we could factorize, right? So this one, after factorization, I can write, therefore, so I got all the 3 factors, then I can write it in the factorization form, which will be the first factor is x minus 1, right? Then the last 2 factor is this one. So this is how you do. So here I got all the 3 factors. Alright. So how, first of all, how you'll do? You'll try to find the factor from that. Then from those numbers, using hit and trial method, you'll find which value of that factor is satisfying the equation that you're getting 0. So after here I tried, I got f of 1 is 0. Now since f of 1 is 0, that is x equals to 1, na? This means what? X equals to 1. So x equals to 1 means x minus 1, right? If you shift this 1 on the other side, it will be x minus 1. So this is the factor. So therefore x minus 1 is a factor. Then you do the division, you get the quotient, factorize it, you'll get the other 2 factors. Alright. So question number question number 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. They're of same type. Even question number 21 also. 19, 21, they're of same type. Now the last question, number 20. Okay, 20 is also of the same type that have done a bit before that a wala thing where. Question number 11. Question number 20 is same as question number 20 is same as 11. I've solved 11 a bit before. So they've given you the polynomial. Now since x minus 2 is a factor, so from here solve x. I'm not solving, I'm just giving the hint. Sorry, not x, solve k. So when you put x to be 2 here, you can solve k, you'll find a variable in k. So solve k. So after you solve k, you put the value of k over here. For example, if k is 5, so you got 5x, right? Then using the same method, you can factorize it further, okay? So here I complete the chapter. One more thing I would like to say, this chapter number 8, for those who are not very good at maths, you should try this chapter because this is the easiest chapter you will get in this book. There is some easiest chapter. Out of all those easiest chapter, those who are not so good at maths, you must try this chapter because at least chapter number 8. So at least you will get 3 to 4 mark. You will get 3 to 4 mark at least. This is the easiest chapter. Here you have to use nothing, only those simple thing, remainder thing and just all about calculation. So if you do this chapter, at least 3 to 4 mark you will get. You may get more than 4 also from section A and B if you combine together. So I would suggest those who are not so good at maths, you should try this chapter. And whenever you try, don't try like selectively, like doing 1 or 2 won't help you anywhere. So you solve all the exercise, that is A and B. You try to do even the examples also, since it's the easiest one. All right? Okay. Thank you for watching.